everyone, I am back from my trip, and that means we are back to making update videos. So obviously this update video is late, but the Jorvik Mountain Horses are here. Technically the Rocky Mountain Horses, but they're Jorvik Mountain Horses because of the name trademark thing majig. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started and buy some Jorvik Mountain Horses and test them out. So let's go. Alright guys, here they are in Fir Grove. So we have the Dapple Silver Black, the Silver Bay, and Blue Roan on display. And yes, I already know which four I want. Alright, so we have a Silver Black with some I think that's dappling. I really can't tell. But those blue eyes are stunning. You have the Silver Buckskin, Dapple, which is absolutely fantastic. This is the one that's after the real life Rocky Mountain Horse that is in Sweden, Percy, at the farm that they went to learn about these horses. The Silver Black Dapple we saw. The Blue Roan Reverse Dapple. Love how dark the mane and tail are. No specks of white, which I think works really well for this horse, and those blue eyes are just fantastic. And then we have, I believe this is a pearl variation. I'm just not entirely sure which one. My brain, if I wasn't so scattered from my trip still, I probably would be able to find this out for you guys, but I know this is like a pearl champagne kind of color. The Red Roan with some reverse dappling on the belly, which is really cool. And then we have a Silver Black. Not Silver Black, Silver Bay. Silver Bay is the correct color with some dappling as well. So, first one I am going to get is the Buckskin, which is like a silver buckskin. And he is so cool. So let's see these mane styles here. So we have the original mane. This is like the original mane that it comes with. You have more of like a straighter, less wavy option. The tulips in the mane and tail. You can have it just braided without the tulips. The mohawk. The roached. Well, this is technically a roach too, but you guys know what I mean. The long braids, which looks really cool. The English braids and the shorter mane. So definitely gonna go for a roach for him. Look at that gorgeous face marking. Oh, absolutely love it. I love the little highlights in the tail there that make it look like a coon tail effect. That is awesome. So let's go ahead and bring him home. He's going to be an adult stallion. And I have a theme for their name. You might be able to tell with the names I pick. You might not be able to, but maybe you will. But this is Valiant Hawk. So we're going to go ahead and bring him home. Once you see their nicknames, you might understand it, but let's go ahead, bring him home, and buy the other three I want. Alright. So send him to the home stable. Alright, and this is the next one I am picking up. This is the Blue Roan. He is just so stunning. And you guys, if you've known me long enough, you know with roans, I can't say no. Especially when it's a blue roan like this. He is so pretty looking. And a reverse dapple, absolutely. So let's go ahead and bring him home as well. Alright, this is Blue Feather. So we're going to go ahead and bring him home. And we'll send him to the home stable. Alright, so next who I'm going to pick up is this girl. Now, if you guys know me, yes, I love horses with blue eyes. But we really don't have a lot of, like, double dilute coats and like pearls and whatnot, so I figured she would be pretty to have in the barn, in my home stable as a first timer. So I decided to go with the tulips for the tulip tree flowers for the mares, and this one is obviously going to be a mare. Those gold eyes are just so stunning. Okay, so it's going to be a mare. Alright, so her name is Ghost Garden. I figured that was something unique and cool. So we're gonna go ahead and bring her home, and then we'll get our last mare, and then we can check out these horses. And the last one we are bringing home is the Red Roan. I'm a sucker for roans if you guys have known me long enough, and I think she is just an absolutely stunning red roan. So let's go ahead and bring her home as well. Alright. So let's go ahead, bring her home, and then we can take a look at all our beautiful new Jorvik Mountain horses. Alright, you guys, so here are the lovely 4 Jorvik Mountain horses I picked up. This is Valiant Hawk. He's the first one I got. And he is absolutely stunning. Obviously, this is modeled after the Rocky Mountain Horse mare Percy. And I just wasn't feeling mare to me. It felt more like a stallion, so that's what I went with. But those dapples and the shading on this horse is absolutely stunning. Super, super pretty. And here we have Blue Feather. Loving blue roans with blue eyes. Absolutely love him. Glad to see more reverse dapples. So that's really cool to see. Love the markings on him. Not even mad that he doesn't have a lot of white, because those reverse dapples are just so awesome. Alright, and this is Ghost Garden. She is so pretty. Those gold eyes are beautiful. The tulip trees look fantastic on her. The tulip tree flowers look fantastic on her is what I meant to say. She is just super pretty. Like I said, I'm not even mad by the lack of white, because these colors are just stunning. Absolutely stunning. And she is very pretty. And this is Red Bird. She is also gorgeous. Again, I like the little bit of reverse dappling on her belly there. That's really cool. She's just so unique. I absolutely love the colors that they chose for this horse for their first variations. So I think they all look fantastic. So now I just gotta pick one to ride, and can test them out fully. Alright, so before we do anything else, we have to test the sets that came with their release. So, of course, let's check out the Western one first. Then the clothing for that. Alright, so this is the Rodeo Ready set. Absolutely love these colors that they went with for this set. Love the little Texas Longhorn bowl as their little accent. I think that's really cool. And there's a little accent on the saddle, if you can see right there. And the saddlebag and the shirt. So really, really love that. And then here we have the Heritage set, which is like a dressage type set. I'm not big on dressage sets, but this color combination is kind of cool, you gotta admit. But I'm normally not really big on the English sets. I'm not. I know I like to get the Western ones before I get really any of the English, unless I need it for like an outfit video or something like that. But it's still a cute set. I like it. Alright, you guys, so we have different gear to check out what it looks like on the Jorvik Mountain Horses. So here we have the Western set. Of course, they look good Western. I would hope that they do. And they look excellent to me in terms of set-wise. So of course they would look good Western, but let's see what else we got. Alright, so here we have a dressage set. This one is from, I don't know if it was this year or last year's Halloween, event. I think it was not last year's, but the year prior. Obviously the bows don't really go. But they look good in dressage gear, I will say. So far, so good. Alright, so now we have the Pride set from this past Summer Days Festival. So I decided to use this set for a model of what they look like in the normal English jumper tack. And they look pretty darn good in that set too, if I do say so myself, and I do. Alright, so now we have this little Iberian set, also from the Summer Days Festival. I was going to do the night set, but I figured, because this is more recent, why not do it for this set, because it has flowers on it, and the breed has, like, tulip trees. So I figured in their mane and tail, so, as like an option. So I figured this would be a cool set to check out on them. The Nocturnal set. They look good in the Iberian set too. Alright, let's see what else we got. Alright, so here we have the Gacho set minus the bridle. They look excellent in everything so far, so that's good to see. Alright. Very nice. So after this, we are going to put on a set and check out their care animations and all their other animations. So let's go ahead and end this part of the section and get right into testing their other animations. Alright, so let's see here. Pick their hooves. Alright, that's cute. Feeding them. Cute. I like their little lip twitch. That's kind of cute. Alright, nothing too crazy. So pretty simple in terms of care animations. And that's what it looks like when you pet them. Very cool. Alright, you guys. So we are testing out their actual gait animations. So this is the spin. We already kind of looked at their idle animations to begin with, so I am just going to do like their in-motion gaits. Alright, so that's their spin. Very nice. I like how the ears go back like they're listening. Alright, so this is the walk. Nothing too crazy, nice and simple, smooth, which is what you would expect from a gaited breed. So nothing wrong there, in my opinion. Nice little working head bob. Very nice. Alright. So a lot of people think, like early on, think that this is a trot, but it's actually more so of a pleasure gait. Like a slower pleasure gait. If you worked with gaited horses before, which I have, they really do. Some of them really don't have like an actual trot. They just kind of have like this really smoother, like trotting gait, but not really a trot. But this looks really good. I like it. It's cute. It's different. I don't want like a trot gait. I want to see like a nice smooth gait, and this is kind of what they went for, and I like it. Alright, so here is the canter. I love how smooth it is. Looking at everything looks good. So far, so good. I like it. Alright, so this is the slow gallop. That's really pretty. Love how their tail just flows so nicely in the wind. Very nice. Alright, so this is the gait I really want to see, which is the fast gallop, which looks awesome. I have no problems with this. It's obviously they're working very hard at the gallop, but it's not like over over excessive. I like it. I really do. Alright, so let's go back down to a trot. Or this pleasure gate. And see what it looks like with the jump animations. Okay. Nothing wrong there. Looking good to me. Alright, at the slow gallop. I think at the slow gallop it's a little bit better. And probably at the faster gallop it will be too. Yes. But that's normally how it would look. Like the jump and canter, like at the trot or canter would be a little bit excessive. But you know what? This looks pretty good to me. I don't have any problems so far. Alright, so let's check out the sliding stop. Nice. Alright, go this way. Oh, that's the jump. So that's my bad. Try this again. Alright, nice. See the backup. Nice responsive little backup. Very cool. Got no problems with that. Alright, so they have some special animations and gates. Well, a gate. So, let's see. Oh, no, wait, there it is. I'm like, wait a second, that's not right. Okay, now we're doing it correctly. I'm like, wait a second, that doesn't look right. Alright, so this is technically like the pleasure walk. Oh, it's cute! You can't tell me that's not cute. Look at those high stepping little legs go. Alright, that's actually really cute. I like that. Alright. So then there's the cardinal feather, where they fetch it. Oh, that's adorable. Now that is cute. So, from my understanding, the feather stays until they do something to remove it. Oh, cute. That's really cute. So let's see it from this way. That is cute. So will jumping remove it? No. Okay, that's interesting. So they can do anything and it will not remove the feather, but as soon as you rear, it goes away. That's really cool. That's something that's awesome. Star Stable, good job on that detail. That is cool. Alright guys, so that is the Jorvik Mountain Horse. So as terms of a review, I think they are fantastic. Obviously, yes, they don't have the Rocky Mountain Horse name, but you know what, regardless, they look pretty darn similar to the breed to me. So I am giving them a 5 stars, especially with the special animations and their gaits. Everything about them looks fantastic, and I've worked with gated breeds before, so I think these guys turned out phenomenal. So, good job to Star Stable. Excellent choices on colors. Can't wait to see more variations of these horses in the future. So, they definitely get a 5-star rating from me. Alright guys, so that is pretty much it from me. I want to know what you guys think of the Jorvik Mountain Horses. I absolutely love these horses and how they turned out. And my name theme for them is Different Birds of America. I was gonna do like different parks of America, but birds just kind of worked more so into the name, especially with them being able to retrieve a cardinal feather. I thought that was very cool, and I decided to go ahead with that naming style of having them be named after different birds that are found in North America. So I thought that would be cool. So, but yeah, that is pretty much it from me, you guys. I am so glad to be back doing update videos. Update videos should now be on time for the rest of the year, unless something crazy happens, but that is pretty much it for me, regardless. So let me know which Jorvik Mountain Horse you brought home, if you brought one home, and which one is your favorite. These four are my top favorites in terms of color. But yeah, great job to Star Stable once again. And as always, you guys remember to keep positive. Happy trails, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Bye!